Your body communicates with you in countless ways, not just with aches or pains, but in subtle whispers and signals that we often learn to ignore. One of the most private, and for many most worrisome of these signals is a change in the way your urine smells. It's a topic that can bring up feelings of embarrassment or even fear, tapping into a deep-seated concern about hygiene, vitality, and what might be happening inside our bodies as we age. For many women I've worked with, a change in this very personal scent feels like a loss of control or a sign of decline. But I am here to tell you that this signal is not something to fear. It is simply a message, and today we are going to learn how to understand its language together with dignity and with clarity. I'm Dr. Emily Hart, and for over 15 years, I've had the privilege of helping women navigate the intricate changes in their bodies with clarity and compassion. My goal here is to create a space where we can talk openly about our health, free from judgment and full of support. If that sounds like a community you'd like to be a part of, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the channel. And I truly love knowing where this community of strong women comes together. Tell me in the comments, where are you watching from today? It's a beautiful reminder that we are not alone on this journey. Now let's talk about what your body might be trying to tell you. We're going to walk through 4 of the most common reasons you might notice a change in urine odor, from the incredibly simple to the more significant signs that you shouldn't ignore. First, let's begin with the most frequent and most reassuring reason: simple dehydration. So many of us are living in a state of chronic, low-grade dehydration without even realizing it. The struggle isn't dramatic, it's quiet. It's that feeling of afternoon fatigue that you blame on a poor night's sleep. It's the slight headache you dismiss as stress. And it's looking down into the toilet and seeing dark, amber-colored urine with a strong, concentrated, almost ammonia-like smell that makes your heart sink for a moment. You might worry, is this what I smell like now? Is this an infection? Is something wrong? I remember a patient of mine, a wonderful woman named Margaret. She was a retired schoolteacher who had discovered a passion for gardening. She would spend hours outside, tending to her roses and tomatoes, completely lost in her work. She came to see me, deeply concerned, because she had noticed this consistently strong urine odor. She confessed she was becoming self-conscious, avoiding long car trips and worrying about being in close quarters with her grandchildren. She was convinced something serious was developing. After we talked, it became clear. In her joy for gardening, she was simply forgetting to drink enough water throughout the day. The science here is wonderfully straightforward. Think of your kidneys as a sophisticated filtration system. Their job is to filter waste products out of your blood and flush them out with water, creating urine. Now imagine you're making a cup of tea. If you use a full mug of hot water, the tea is light in color and mild in flavor. But if you use that same tea bag in just a few tablespoons of water, the resulting liquid is dark, concentrated, and very strong. Your urine works in exactly the same way. When you don't drink enough water, your kidneys still have the same amount of waste to get rid of, so they release it in a much smaller, more concentrated volume of fluid. That concentration is what creates the dark color and the strong smell. The solution for Margaret was beautifully simple. We set up a plan for her to bring a large, insulated water bottle out to the garden with her. We talked about bookending her gardening time with a full glass of water before she started and another one as soon as she came inside. The tangible benefit was almost immediate. Within just a couple of days, her urine returned to a pale straw color, and the odor completely neutralized. But the deeper benefit was the profound sense of relief. She regained her confidence. It wasn't a sign of aging or illness. It was just a signal from her body saying, "I'm thirsty." This is a perfect example of how you can listen to your body and respond with simple, powerful self-care. You are in control. Next, let's discuss something that can be alarming but is almost always harmless: the influence of our food and drink. Have you ever eaten a wonderful, healthy dinner, perhaps with some roasted asparagus, and then a few hours later, Been startled by a very distinct, unusual smell when you use the restroom? Can be a strange, almost chemical-like odor. For a moment, your mind might race. You might think, what is that? I've never smelled that before. Is my body chemistry changing for the worse? This exact scenario has caused more than a few women to anxiously call their doctor's office. I think of Linda, a client who was incredibly dedicated to her health. She ate a clean diet, exercised, and was very in tune with her body. She had started drinking more coffee in the mornings to boost her energy and enjoyed having asparagus with her salmon for dinner. One day, she called me in a panic describing this new pungent odor. She was worried it was a sign of a kidney issue or a hidden infection she wasn't aware of. The science behind this is actually quite fascinating and is a testament to how efficient your body is. Certain foods and drinks contain unique compounds. Asparagus, for instance, contains something called asparagosic acid. When your body digests it, it breaks this acid down into sulfur-containing compounds, which are known for their strong smell. These byproducts are then excreted in your urine, and because they are volatile, they turn into a gas easily, which is why the smell is so noticeable. Coffee can have a similar effect, as can other foods like Brussels sprouts, onions, and garlic. It's not a sign of a problem. It's a sign that your digestive and urinary systems are working exactly as they should be. The solution here is knowledge. It's the simple, empowering awareness that your body is just processing what you've put into it. There is no need to stop eating these incredibly healthy foods. The benefit is immediate peace of mind. Instead of panicking, you can simply acknowledge it. Ah, that's the asparagus I had for dinner. You can transform a moment of anxiety into a moment of understanding. This is your body doing its job, breaking down nutrients and clearing out byproducts. It's a sign of a healthy, functioning system, not a broken one. Now we need to move on to a reason that does require your attention: a urinary tract infection or UTI. This is different. This isn't a temporary smell that comes and goes with a meal. This is a persistent, foul, and sometimes even fishy odor that doesn't go away with hydration. The struggle here often goes beyond just the smell. It's a feeling of constant pressure in your lower abdomen. It's a burning sensation when you urinate. It's the maddening feeling of needing to go to the bathroom every 20 minutes, only to produce a few drops. It can make you feel unwell, irritable, and chained to the restroom. I worked with a woman named Susan who began experiencing these symptoms. At first, she dismissed them. She thought the increased urgency was just an age thing, and the smell was maybe something she ate. She tried drinking cranberry juice, hoping it would just go away on its own because she didn't want to be a bother by making a doctor's appointment. But the symptoms only worsened, leaving her feeling exhausted and miserable. The science of a UTI is quite clear. It occurs when bacteria, most often E. coli from the digestive tract, travel up the urethra and begin to multiply in the bladder. Think of it like uninvited guests showing up and throwing a disruptive party in your bladder. The foul smell is caused by the bacteria themselves and the waste they produce. As we age, and especially after menopause, changes in our bodies can unfortunately make us more susceptible. Lower estrogen levels can lead to a thinning of the tissues in the urethra and a change in the pH of the vagina, creating an environment where it's easier for this unwanted bacteria to thrive. The solution here is not to wait and see. The solution is to call your doctor. A simple urine test can confirm an infection, and a course of antibiotics is typically needed to clear it up. Trying to tough it out can be dangerous, as an untreated bladder infection can sometimes travel up to the kidneys, causing a much more serious illness. The tangible benefit of seeking treatment is, of course, the swift relief from those uncomfortable symptoms. But the deeper act of empowerment here is honoring your body's signals. Listening to your body when it's telling you something is wrong is a profound act of self-care. You are not a bother. You are your own best advocate, and your health is worth that phone call. Finally, I want to discuss a less common but very important signal: a sweet or fruity smell. This one is unique. It's not foul or pungent like a UTI, nor is it related to a specific food. It's a distinctly sweet, almost nail polish remover-like scent. The struggle that accompanies this sign is often more systemic. It can be accompanied by an unquenchable thirst, a need to urinate much more frequently and in large volumes, unexplained weight loss despite a good appetite, and a deep, persistent fatigue that sleep doesn't seem to fix. Let's consider Carol. She noticed this faint, sweet smell but didn't think much of it at first. She was, however, profoundly tired. She felt like she was wading through mud every single day. She was getting up 3 or 4 times a night to use the bathroom and was drinking water constantly but never felt hydrated. She chalked it all up to the inevitable process of getting older, telling herself, "Well, I guess this is just what 70 feels like." This collection of signs, especially the sweet-smelling urine, can be a critical warning from your body about uncontrolled blood sugar, often related to diabetes. The science is this. In a healthy body, a hormone called insulin acts like a key, unlocking your body's cells to let glucose, or sugar, in for energy. In type 2 diabetes, the body either doesn't produce enough insulin or the cells stop responding to it. As a result, sugar can't get into the cells and builds up to high levels in the bloodstream. Your kidneys, working hard to filter your blood, get overwhelmed by the excess sugar and start dumping it into your urine. This is what can cause the sweet smell. When the body can't use sugar for fuel, it starts breaking down fat instead, producing byproducts called ketones, which can also contribute to that fruity odor. The solution, if you notice this symptom alongside the others I mentioned, is to see your doctor without delay. This is not something to watch or wait on. A simple blood test can measure your glucose levels and diagnose the issue. Getting a diagnosis is the first step toward managing the condition through diet, exercise, and sometimes medication. The benefit isn't just about eliminating a symptom. It's about taking control of your health and preventing the serious long-term complications of untreated diabetes, which can affect your heart, eyes, nerves, and kidneys. Recognizing this sign is not a sign of failure. It is a signal from your body asking for help, and you have the power to answer that call and steer your health in a new direction. So you see, a change in your urine smell is rarely just a random event. It is a piece of information. It might be a gentle nudge to drink a glass of water, a simple confirmation of the healthy dinner you ate, or a more urgent flag telling you it's time to check in with your doctor. In every case, the message is not one of shame. It is one of awareness. Your body has its own wisdom. It is constantly working to keep you safe and to maintain balance. Our job, especially in this chapter of our lives, is to learn to listen with more kindness and less fear. To treat these signals not as flaws, but as a conversation. You have lived a life rich with experience, and that wisdom extends to the very cells of your body. Trust its messages. Trust your intuition. You have the strength and the grace to meet whatever your body needs with courage and care. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this conversation was helpful, please share it with a friend or a sister who might need to hear it. Remember to be gentle with yourself. You are worthy of vibrant health and profound peace of mind. I'll see you in the next video.